Alright, I'm back for a couple hours. Maybe an hour. Playing some more free kittens. Trying to give some people kittens. I've played this guy before. Um, I was gonna play Rest in Peace, but he probably isn't interacting with Graveyard. It looks like elves. Yeah, it's elves. Alright, bro. We're gonna have the Solemnity first to save counters on the 9 lives if he blows this up. Alright, bro. You have a turn. Does he concede, like, as soon as I play 9 lives? Seven mana. 6 mana. Not quite enough for a Crater Hoof. But he can probably play most of the other shit in his hand. Coco. Sure. Turn damage off. Okay. Well, why though? But again, why though? It doesn't do any damage. Run out a second Solemnity in case he has random removal. It's doubtful he has any board wipes. If he keeps doing this, he's gonna get settled. Elves is not a very interactive deck. I'm gonna start the search, go grab my bond, and I'll be right back. Boop. How's the hand look? from a distance. I mean, this is a bit of a gamble. Probably shouldn't take this hand. But I got this. This hoses certain decks. Solemnity's good. Against the artifact shit. Yeah. Plays Ornithopter, gets a counter. But we can restrict it to a 2/2. Just ramping up for Farewell. If we can resolve a Farewell, we probably just win. I hate Esper Sentinel. Such a cancer card. At least we turned off the 1/1 counters. Really wanted to use this last island here. He's staying open, so he probably has a counter. Oh. No, you can have your card. I think I'll pay for the Metallic Rebuke, thanks. And get fucked. Creature, right? Yeah, creature only. Alright, damage is off. Counters are off, damage is off. Back to the Stone Age with Yi. Back to Ye Old Dark Ages with Yi. Open some packs here in a minute too.
my nightgown, but
Okay, Visit Wizards.
well, how long is that going to be? Because he's tearing around the room.
Alright, I'm gonna pause this for just a second and go take my dog out. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. That's not exactly what we want to see.
My intellect is without limit. My schemes are never ending.
Mind and body shall never commune. Keep an open mind.
Let your weak minds come.
Hone your prowess.
Probably in trouble here. Bolas is not a good planeswalker for us. Not a super common planeswalker. But also not a great planeswalker for us to see. Yep. We can win. We need a destroy all enchantments off the top. Guess we do want to thin the deck. I just have to sacrifice this land anyway. But it's like I either discard it or I sacrifice the land. Taking lands out of my deck is probably better. Marginally. It's an uphill battle either way. We have 3 outs in the deck.
Witness a moment of my power.
That's a lot of mana. Sure. Big bonus.
I was fighting dragons when I was truly fighting ants.
How to... yeah. Alright, come on. Shattering... the return to nature. Return to nature. Return to nature. Yeah, we're dead. Alright. Needed. Return to nature. That was our out. Pretty stacked odds against it. Like 3 and probably like 50. It wasn't very far into the game, and not too far. Alright. I'll work with this. How we'd want to do this, yeah. Actually gonna run this out first. Chromatic black? Is that what this is? Nine lives. Next turn we'll Sterling Grove Tutor for the Salinity. Lock damage. This probably wins with like Invoke Despair and shit though. I might have should have not played this. I might have should have not. I'm a little worried about it now. Alright. Mighta, shoulda not. I'm actually hella nervous here, because, like... This takes 2 more mana than he's got. He's gonna be dropping, like, Ulamogs and shit, which would be bad news. I really, really want to get this over on his side of the board as fast as possible. Sure. Why don't you? Yeah, you should totally go for this. You should try to kill this. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to do that.
Secrets manifest before you.
So this is kind of a weird situation. I think I just hold up settle. That's kind of interesting. Just hold up settle. Oh boy, spin the wheel. Oh, wheel is... yeah, alright. I'm dead. Ugin ruins us. I play something else. What would be another good deck to play? What if I just played fucking Dragonstorm for a bit? Mending. Mulligan. This is good though. It's Excel. Alright. Oh, okay. Doesn't attack with it though. It's interesting. I mean, yeah, that hurts. Yikes. Spooky. But, like, what's the... Not sure I'm gonna have time to... Like, I basically need to land off the top here, or I'm just dead. That was ridiculous. Alright. Alright. Dead on turn 2? Turn 3? No, my turn 2. His turn 3. Sometimes it do be like that. I mean, the strategy is so fragile, though. Alright. Speaking of fragile strategies, here's a fragile strategy. Treasure token, huh? Oh, okay. Gonna be a Lotus Field. Alright, so next turn we Unburial Rights into Final Parting for Emergent Ultimatum. Opponent's cards are actually helping us. Play this. We'll put Emergent Ultimatum in the graveyard. And where's my other counters? Another Pact of Negation in hand. There it is. Oh, I don't know if I can go off like this. Actually. Burn down the house to do 5 damage to the creatures, which is fine. So... how can I make this happen? I think we just... I mean, we have pacts. We have pacts of negation at this point, so I'm actually going to toss the Dragonstorm so that I can combo cleanly. And I can hold up Pact of Negation for 2 turns in a row if he does anything that would just, like, end the game. Fresh Taunter. Sure. Sure. This is Start of Extinction, Brash Taunter. Go ahead and do this again. This and this. Okay. You're very dead. That's what I like. They just see this, the very first start of the combo, they recognize it. They don't waste anybody's time. I mean, look at these hands, man. They're nuts. It's an insane hand. Demurfuckers. How do we want to do this? I guess everything that I can cast right now, so I'll make the decision at the end of opponent's turn. If he taps out here, I mean, he's just dead, right? So... he might have Spell Pierce. That pretty much cinched the deal, right? With the Pact of Negation. He's got 3 mana up. He's signaling like he has a counterspell, but we're gonna go for it. Fuck this guy. Final Parting, Scholar, Dragonstorm. Cast Scholar first, then Final Parting. Final Parting gets a Dragonstorm and another Pact of Negation. Pact of Negation into hand. Dragonstorm into graveyard. Sphinx lands. We cast Dragonstorm. Yes, I will cast that. And then we just go... Flap. 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 No, we just give him all these flaps. This deck is like almost cheating in best of one. As like, you could definitely hate this deck out of existence with the sideboard that had a plan for it. Hell, just like 4 Rest in Pieces is like GG. There's many ways to interrupt what's going on. Alright, I like this. Mysterious blue man. Is it just wizards? I think it's just wizards. It seems like wizards consider. Yeah, it's wizards. Oh man. My man wants to play Drago. I can play Drago too, bro. Sure. We just take the hit. Do you want to consider? Or just do more damage? Do more damage. Do more damage it is. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. My turn. Hit me. This is actually bad. I whiffed on land. You. Alright. Whiffing on land is bad there. I might lose because of it. If I'm one turn late, then this was the, like, unless I top deck a land. I don't, like, how would this guy fit Spell Pierce in there with Consider, Mentor's Guidance? He might have, like, 2 Spell Pierces. And I have different ways to go off. Oh, he just taps out. Whew. That's spooky. If I was him, I'd be real spooked tapping out right here. That tells me he has no counter spells whatsoever. Probably in his deck. Fuck. I, however, have whiffed on land again, which is very unfortunate. No, not you. You and you. Submit to... Play this tapped. Pass the turn. Alright. Moment of truth. Can you do 14 damage with 4 mana and 2 Dreadhordes? Probably. But can you do 16 damage? Okay. Sure. It's gonna take me up to 10. Pitch these two. Take 2, 2, 4. Blue mana doesn't do damagey things though, so I'm probably taking 4 more here. Just close, but no cigar for the opponent, and the only thing that he could have to interact with us is Spell Pierce, and we have Pact. Yep. I think that's a GG. Dragonstorm, Scholar, Mizzix Mastery. This is just, all this should say, instead of this, is you just say, you win the game. This, play this. You win the game. That's what the card should say on it. If you can cast this, you win. Because, like, this is why I think this is the best of the decks that cast this ultimatum. Because if you resolve this, you should win. There's other decks where you resolve it, you might still lose. It's like, no, if you can resolve Emergent Ultimatum and you don't immediately win the game, you probably have an error in your deck construction. Because, like, any Emergent Ultimatum deck should have access to some combo. That's spooky. Does he have any of the 2 mana free spells? Minsk.
The sun is warm. The air is sweet. Now let us fight!
Minsk. And boo. I mean, we're loaded up. We just need to hit either a resurrection spell or... Opponent's gonna be scary at this point, though. Probably play his whole hand here. Ugh. What are the odds that he can kill this? I'm just gonna run it out. Oh, I forgot about that. Well, that's a misplay on my part. I am probably just dead then, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Buff, whatever. No, we play Showdown instead. Strangle. That's fun. That with Bard class is funny. Oh, I live? You don't have a shock for my face? Alright. One more shot. Oh. Oh. Oh, absolutely heartbreaking for the opponent. Absolutely heartbreaking for the opponent. We top deck a Mizzix Mastery. And that's a win. We'll try it. Burn. Burn, wizards, burn. Burn, wizards. Wizards, burn. Yeah, that's gonna be some fun tech if you could only figure out a way to get the bin loaded up on curve. It's also nice that it puts it out of my Prismari command range. Okay. Gonna take a hit. I mean, we might just lose here. Like, it's very possible. We got a few looks. We have the mana. We have the cards we need. If we can find a Mizzix. Urgent Ultimatum. And Scholar is probably the best out here, I think. And then we just... Yikes. Oh, wait. Alright. Scholar. Dragonstorm. Final Parting. Cast this first. Cast this. Okay, the peaks. So we actually couldn't go infinite there because we had the other Bladewing in hand. I think this deck don't know that more than one of these makes sense, and I think it should be 3 and 3. A little bit of redundancy on the combo pieces. There's probably some mana base updates I could make. This deck is a lean mean machine. Man, if this just had one Faithless Looting, this hand would be loaded. This card's busted. This card's busted. This card's super busted. Oh man. Bad hands here. Okay. We can probably work with this. Elves. Let me see them elf boys. Them boys in the woods. Tree dudes. That land art is great, actually. I want those. I want that for my farewell deck. Okay. Here you go. Is this guy just like intentionally trying to be annoying? Is that what the roping is? Feels very ropey. Alright, play the 1-drop. You know you got it. However, reveal my strategy next turn and we can see if you can kill me in time. Enters taps. Play this. This and this. Then next turn we can play this and this. And then Mizzix Mastery and hopefully... spooky, scary. That's a lot. Play this, play this. I think we're just dead, right? We can go off next turn. But this is 2, 8, 10, 16, 17. Yeah, it's just lethal. Sometimes you just get turn 3'd by elves, man. Those tree boys, they come out of the woods real fast. Place is just crawling with them. Sometimes you get turn 3'd by elves. I might try this deck with Cleansing Wildfire, maybe? Could be interesting. Sure. Yo, what up, man? I'm playing Dragonstorm. Alright, so... Oh, that's a bad card to draw. I need to hit my land drops. Oh, gosh. Not good. Not good, not good. This and this. Need to hit my land drop next turn. That's not good. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, so... We're kind of like... in a lot of trouble here. If I top deck a land, I just win. Yeah. Alright. Need a land. That's not a land. Oh my god. We just lose. Too far behind on tempo now to win. After whiffing, like... After looking at, like, 6 cards and not seeing a single land after taking a 2-land hand, it's like, I was like, I can take this hand because I have Faithless Looting, I have... I'm like, surely I'll find a land. But I did not find the land. Nope. Actually fine because I can shuffle this back. That Final Parting, that's like the one card in the deck you don't want in your hand. Scholar. And Burial Rites. Steam Vents. Alright, see, like, this is much more... That last game was, like, really not smooth at all. Sterling Grove. That's bad, actually. Now, so now I think... I have to wait to go off because he can fetch Rest in Peace probably, which I think we just lose actually. Are you playing? Is this my deck? Yeah, that's not good. That's bad actually. Whiff lands, whiff lands, whiff on land. Fuck. Okay, so plan B. Always have a plan B. Should always have a plan B. Alright. The deck's getting hated on. Let's try something else. How about turns? I need to get Archmage Charms. Oh, it's so close to being good. But it's not good. It's one land away from it. Like one more land. Mulligan. Keep 6. Okay. I can work with this. Don't. Okay. No fucking. Please. No Thoughtseize. It's gonna be a Thoughtseize. We all know it's a Thoughtseize. Did I just not get Thoughtseized? Okay.
Wish to survive, meditate and prepare. With thoughtfulness,
I think maybe next turn we just play Teferi. Offers conditions. So if I played Teferi, draw 3 cards. Okay. Okay. Wait, can I ult it? Can I ult this? I think I can ult this, right? Plus Alrund's Epiphany. Plus Discontinuity. Ult. Opponent trying to decide what to discard. Hello. This time we're playing some Planeswalker turns. So if I do this, I can actually still discontinuity on his upkeep. I'm just gonna do this.
You know what?
Yeah, I know, I don't draw. It's fine. We're gonna do this. And untap this. Set a breakpoint here. And then Teferi's gonna untap this and this. And then on opponent's upkeep, we'll just end his turn. And then we play this. Cancel. Hang on. Blue. Untap this. Bury. Narset.
Let's take it back.
Take another turn. And then we ult Little Tef. Play Little Tef again. And at that point we can basically take Infinity. I mean, we basically ult all our Planeswalkers before the opponent gets to go again. Sort of. It's a turns deck. So like you're trying to cheat out Lotus Field and then to ramp, and then you're trying to basically get a board presence of Planewalkers and then take enough turns to ult them. We have this, which hoses some meta decks too. Just it helps us, and like certain decks really struggle with this card. But opponent's on black and red, so unless he shows enter the battlefield effects like that, to be fair, alright. I guess I have to play the Strict Proctor. And keep another one in backup. Now he can't Croxa me anymore. Until he kills that. Like, this won't work. Actually, he looks like he's on a major enter the battlefield plan, so I'm gonna just play them both out. That makes it hard for his deck to function. No blocks. Really wanted to land there. Kind of stalled out. Had to mulligan a couple times. So he kills one, makes a zombie token. We take 6. Probably gonna lose here. Whiffing lands is bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna... This is too much momentum lost here to recover with this deck. I don't really have many board wipes. You're kind of hoping to... It does actually have a couple board wipes, but like... Stuck on 3 lands? After that many turns... Shuffler gets you sometimes. Nope. God damn. Okay, well, fuck. Rough. There are 3 mana Wrath. There's some really good ones. The best one is Divine Purge. It wraths everything. It wraths all artifacts and creatures under 3 mana. It exiles them and makes them cost 2 more and makes them come into play tap. I run that one in a different deck. Alright. I mean, let's be honest here. We're unlikely to win unless we pull Lotus Field, and even then it's iffy. Opponent's on a slow start, though. Yeah, it's really good. and it's like really annoying to play against because I'll show you. I can play the other deck that runs a bunch of copies of it. Alright. This is ridiculous. I cannot get good draws to save my life. Like, there's 27 land in this deck. Ugh. Okay, let's play Tamiyo. So this is like a control deck, sort of. It's not like a counterspell deck. It's like a Turbo Fog-esque style. But it uses 4 of that Divine Purge card. There it is right there. Exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 3 or less. They perpetually gain. The spell costs 2 more to cast, and this permanent enters the battlefield tapped for as long as each of them remained exiled. Its owner may play it. It's a pretty good card. This should be white-black, because I have a white-blue here. Opponent's off to a little bit of a slow start. Oh, man. Well, sometimes you get stalled, and sometimes you're the beneficiary of someone else getting stalled, I guess. We have ramped. We have arrived. Dragons. We might flood, though. I kind of want him to commit something to the board here. Okay, that's fine. That's good. I don't want to... Okay, so we can get additional value from this Geist Channeler. Like, this deck is very synergistic. Like, so I play this before I board wipe. Because later on I might want to make another spell cost less. And the reason that we have a focus on reducing our spell costs perpetually with this deck is because we run a bunch of Tamiyos and a bunch of Graveyard Recursion to get our spells back from the graveyard. So now forever, this Blood on the Snow costs 4 instead of 6. And it, yeah, see, like, here's Tamiyo right here, right? So, and this is an Approach of the Second Sun deck. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and recur this and make his Fearsome Whelp cost 5 mana? 6 mana? Alright, and there's Lathliss. So he plays Lathliss. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and choose an online card name. We're gonna look for... Approach of the Second Sun. Oh, look at that. I got one right off the bat. Alright, here you go. And we win with Approach of the Second Sun, which is this card. When we cast it a second time, we win. Now, maybe he just kills me here. Maybe he has a combo. Sure. See, and he's gonna kill this. This is what happens. He kills this, right? So now I'm like, oh, fuck, all these dragons. Oh, shit. So I blow them all up. And that gets Tamiyo back. And then I use Tamiyo to get Blood on the Snow back. And it's basically cancer because, like, even if you kill... like, I either tick Tamiyo up and get the cards I need and you don't fuck with it, or you kill it and I just board wipe everything and get it back and then loop the Tamiyo with the board wipe that I just used to resurrect it. So Tamiyo plus Blood on the Snow is in every turn you can blow up every creature or every planeswalker. Little tough. This is too top heavy. This is good though. Oh, what do I put back though? Kind of far away from Purge. I think I have to put Sphinx's Rev back though. Purge is too like vital. All I need is a white and I can do it, you know? White. We have blues and blacks. Is really actually white green? Double colors and everything else. So I'm gonna start ticking this up looking for a Blood on the Snow. Unless I pull a white. If I pull a white, I just purge this. And then I can loop the purge with Tamiyo. Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. Would you like to recast those? So now we want to connect Tamiyo together with Blood on the Snow because we're about to hit 6 mana.
Every story is an opportunity for new data.
And we would like to be able to just permanently wipe anything our opponent puts on the board. We mill an approach. We could fetch that back. Okay, opponent decides to go all in on Tamiyo. He's probably going to blow all his burn load. Sure. Do you have the Reckless Charge? Of course you have it. Okay. So opponent decides he needs to kill Tamiyo. This is fine. This is damage that doesn't go to our face. And as soon as I find a Blood on the Snow... then I will be able to get any of these Planeswalkers that die back. And there's a Dovin's Veto. So that'll work. That stops him from being able to haste anything out. Yeah. No, actually, I'm going to counter that. I like my Teferi. It gets more difficult for him to deal with after this turn. Have another Reckless Charge. Okay. We're just eating all his heat, all this damage. Our deck will grind better than their deck once they run out of cards, assuming, yeah. I should have played Geist Channeler first, but... I'll just go ahead and take that Blood on the Snow back. And then if he doesn't kill Tamiyo, I can Blood on the Snow whatever he plays and get Teferi back. Eventually, you get to a point where you can use Teferi to make all your spells instant, to where you can board wipe them on their turn, and then you can like completely lock out a creature deck, even if they have haste stuff. You just recur a board wipe every turn and play it during their turn. Yeah, we can do this. It makes good use of this card too, which is really an awesome card. But it's like, it takes 2 black, so it's got to be a certain deck. Okay. So here's an interesting question. Do I use Geist Channeler to reduce Sphinx's res? Well, let's do ramp this turn. I have one white, one blue, one green, one black. This needs to be white, blue. Okay. But it's like it's kind of a slow start here for the opponent, so using it on my Sphinx Revs might be better. Because I can play this next turn for 4, draw 4, gain 4 life, and then whatever he does the turn after, I can clean up. He's gonna have a lot of mana, though. But he might do something crazy, like try to play a 9 lives or something. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Opponent's tapped out, I'll tap out. No attacks. I have Farewell here, so I'm not terribly worried about enchantments. And like Sterling Grove doesn't do anything. Sure. What you got coming? Infinite mana. Alright, well, that's fun. Maybe opponent combos off and we just die this turn. That's also possible. You tap this for all white. You play this on it, then you untap it. Yeah. Sure, but like the infinite mana doesn't matter too much to me. Oh. Yep. Farewell is an amazing card. I love this card. The alternate art's great. I mean, it's expensive, but fuck, dude, that's a powerful card. Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, as long as I'm sitting on this with the fairy out, it's like, literally, he can't, because I can just instant speed destroy everything he can put into play. So he's basically under, like, a lock here, and I can also cast Approach at the end of his turn instead of having to cast it on my turn.
I got this.
So, like... So, like, end of his turn... Like, if he's comboing off or doing something that would kill me, I can cast this. If he's not, I can cast this. And start my win condition. Like, see, none of this is immediately a danger to me. So we're gonna approach.
done the hero thing.
He doesn't want to lose any of his shit. Your go, opponent. We have instant speed farewell. And instant speed divine purge, so like... What else you got? Oh, are you gonna refresh the counters on my Teferi? I think you are.
Only time will tell.
See what he does. Alright. Farewell! What it seems like is for a deck like this, being able to interact on turn 3 is really important. This a little slow. We do have Haze. I do have Dig Up. Okay, we can work with this. This should be white. Yeah, we can ramp here. Blue, white, white. And now we can roll out Tamiya. Ah, fuck. This bullshit. This bullshit. So this will be tough. Control's a difficult matchup for us. Like, full counter control. Yeah. So we just run that out. We gotta start running his counters out. I'm actually gonna play the ball gets injury as a land instead of trying to control, because I'm trying to ramp to cast this, because even if he counters it, it goes to the graveyard. We have all kinds of shit to get it back from the graveyard, and if you cast it twice, you win. We'll go ahead and cycle Haze of Pollen. He's probably Teferi deck, so I'll hold Blood on the Snow and force him to counter that. Also, I'm going to play this in case he plays a Planeswalker. He has to worry about the creature land. So now we can cast Approach, and like we don't really care if he counters it, because it still counts to be like the first cast. He hasn't done any damage, so I'm going to spend it just in case he's sitting on a Jawari. Alright, bro. Yeah, see, like, he counters it, but, like, that's not the greatest spell to counter. You're probably better off letting it go back into the deck and countering it the second time. Because, like, eventually I'll get that back from the graveyard. Just all counters, huh? 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, 6, 9. If I had one more mana, I could attack with Faceless Haven to try and bait him to spend some mana, but I don't. Okay, go. I need a playset of those. I don't have the wild cards for it yet, but also a busted card. Alright. Alright, 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 alright. Alright. Is this where he plays the Gearhulk? No. I would really like to have like a Geist Channeler. Something to test the water. He's sitting on a Gearhulk. That's what I think. I'm just gonna do nothing. Eventually he's gonna want to play the Gearhulk for value. Yeah. And then I'm gonna try to settle it. That's gonna force him to counter. And then we'll have our best chance at resolving Blood on the Snow to get Tamiyo back. If we get Tamiyo back, we can get Approach the Second Sun back. Let me settle. Opponent takes it on the chin. Counter, counter, counter. But at least one of the counters is like, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So do we have any? Discover the Formula is a good draw here. I want to cast it at the end of his turn though. We can get back in it from a card advantage perspective if he lets this resolve. And it tests the water for counter spells. Because I'm going to try to Blood on the Snow and get Tamiyo back, I think, after this. Mm-hmm.
The past is never forgotten.
So he didn't have a counterspell there. It's fine, I expected that to die. Did you draw a counterspell though? Did you draw a counterspell? He didn't draw a counterspell. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad for you sitting in your ivory tower passing out counterspells in my deck that runs 0 counterspells. And is almost entirely sorceries. It's frustrating. It's a frustrating deck to play against. I hate Jeskai Control. I don't hate it, like, I like to play it, but, like, it's just fucking annoying. Thought Thief, I want to look at your hand. I want to take a card from your hand. I don't like Teferi. I thought Thethio. White. We have blue. We want white blue here. Oh. Hey, you know how he was running Thoughtseizes? So this Tamio, this is my favorite Planeswalker. One of my favorite cards in the game. And it has a very special clause on it. And that clause says that spells and abilities your opponents control can't cause you to discard cards or sacrifice permanents. Which is kind of nice when your opponent's running Thoughtseize. So what do we want here? I think we want Blood on the Snow to lock this in. And then we can use her to fetch a land so that we know we'll have enough mana to cast Blood on the Snow. And then they can't get rid of it. You know what? I changed my mind. I want Teferi.
Right on schedule.
Opponent was having none of it. Very upset. But I love getting Tamio out against like Doom Foretold or discard decks. It just feels so good. It's like, ah, fuck you. Yeah. Kind of far off from Discover the Formula. This will fetch black blue. Basically, this deck is trying to assemble 2 whites, 2 blacks, and 2 blues to cast this big spells. So, like, my early game ramp is about that. Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm's a bit of a problem, though. Black, blue. We probably just lose because it's Dragonstorm. I can interact with Dragonstorm with the Fairy out, but it's going to require him to not go off on curve. If he goes off on turn 4, I'm not going to be able to interact with it. If he goes off on turn 5, I might be able to do something about it. What's in the graveyard so far? He's got Dragonstorm. That's an interesting tech. Putting Moreed in there. If I get mana up to Blood on the Snow, I can interrupt his Dragonstorm combo. Oh shit. Oh shit, we might be getting there. What do we have here? So, let me think about this. Black, black. And go ahead and take the blue from this. At the end of his turn, we can Polyglot Recovery and cast Into the North. And that gets us to 6 mana, because this would be a tap land. And then we can interact with his combo. If I get if I get Farewell, that would obviously be the best thing to interact with this combo. All right. So this is all he's gonna do this turn. Yep. Sure. He's gonna try to go off next turn. I'm not exactly sure how to order this so that I interrupt his combo. I think I gotta let, like... It's gonna be a challenge, but I think we at least have a fighting... Are you serious? Why would you tap like that? Oh my god. Well, we managed to avoid certain doom from the auto tapper tapping both our green when we're casting a recovery spell on a green spell. I guess I should have manually tapped. I figured it would be smart enough. Really? You don't have it yet. I'm astounded. Maybe he thinks I'm holding counter. He absolutely... I played it to fair. He hasn't seen anything else. He absolutely thinks I have a handful of counter spells, and he's trying to figure out how to go off around it. And that is fine with me. He can keep thinking that, because if I find a farewell, I really can fuck his combo. This doesn't really interact with his combo, so I'm just going to get rid of the treasure token. I would like to draw with the fairy, but I have to plus it, because if he goes off, I'm going to need this to have a chance. I don't even know if I can truly stop it with this, but I think at instant speed I probably can. Yeah. Alright, here we go. We're going to see if I can figure out the ordering to stop it. I need to give him the least amount of Dragonstorm triggers I can. So if he picks, like, Dragonstorm and another spell... Okay. View battlefield. What's he got in his graveyard? He has a Dragonstorm in his graveyard. He has Mizzix's Mastery. So what we want to do is just give him Dragonstorm. Because this would be another storm counter. Like, if he casts that on the Dragonstorm in his graveyard, that's an additional storm counter. And he gets 3 here. Okay. And we have to... Yep, there's that. Yep, there's that. Bladewing gets back to that. So he's looping now, right? Which means... I don't think I can stop this from happening, actually. So if this comes in... This comes in. It copies this. This goes to the graveyard. They loop. But he still has 2 Dragonstorms on the stack. But if I get rid of the Bladewing the Risen, it can't copy anymore. And he has a Terror and another Bladewing. He has another Bladewing. Oh, oh. We survive. We survive. Oh, that is a beautiful card. Bye-bye, graveyard. Do I play this or hold it? Play it. I have Teferi counters. Whoo! 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 Oh my goodness. That's his combo pieces, though. I don't think he can win now. Drawing. My only interactions settle. Well, I mean, he can't win traditionally. He can play this and beat my face. But, like, I got his, Blade Wing.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Discards Emergent Ultimatum. I'm going in. Oh, Tamio, you beauty. Alright. I don't agree with opponent scooping there. You could still, like, fight through with fucking... If I'm opponent, I don't scoop there. You can still play dragons. Alright, one more, then I'm going to open some packs and call it a night. This is like my pet deck. I like this deck a lot. Yeah, Ruin Crab is fucking nasty, dude. It's a really good card. I like Ruin Crab a lot. Geist Chan. I also like Geist Chan a lot. Geist Waifu. Alright, 4 mana Blood on the Snow. Manning up to either Teferi or Tamio. Is this Dragonstorm again? Why are you just feeding me Dragonstorm now? Son of a bitch. Oh, it's not Dragonstorm. Okay. Madness. Madness Burn. Madness Burn. Okay. No attacks. I don't really care what happens to the Geist Channel after I've used it either. I get the value when it comes into play. I'm gonna wipe the board soon. I hopeity hope hope hope. Is this gonna be hollow ones? Yeah, hollow one. How many hollow ones? 4, 2. Okay. Free Blazing Root Walla. I don't think that was good. Those are some nice hollow ones you got there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. What the fuck? The fuck was that? That's fine. That's fine. It gives me a target for Teferi.
Thank you. I got it.
Here you go. Send a message with Geist Channeler. That little slap. That little tiny slap. It's like a golf slap. Tish. Hollow one. Hollow one. Oh no. Hey, you know what's fun to do? Wiping the board on your opponent's turn and then getting value from it. I like doing it a lot. Yeah, I think I will put that back in. Go ahead and reduce my approach of the second sun. Yep. Okay, sure. And now is when we start the infinite cascading loop of board wipes. Rip apart. I kill your planeswalker. So I'm going to take a little bit of damage here, but opponent is Actually, I'm not going to take damage at all. How much does this cost? 2, 1, 1, 3. Divine Purge? And it fucks his haste creatures and shit too. It's great. Like, because they come in tapped. Alright, here you go. Now watch this. I play Tamiyo, right? Tamiyo fetches blood on the snow. And he's like, oh shit, Tamiyo, I have to kill it. So now Tamiyo absorbs some damage that would have gone to my face. And then on the turn after that, I wipe whatever he puts in again, and I get Tamiyo back. His best bet is to actually not even go for Tamiyo. It should just go face. But he's not going to do that.
All stories must end.
So we go ahead and cast this for snow. It blows everything up. Tamiyo comes back. Tamiyo gets blood on the snow. And we cast Into the North to just ramp a little bit more. Grab a Faceless Haven to be a blocker. And now he's like, oh shit, Tamiyo, I have to send damage at Tamiyo, and that takes damage away from our face. But if he kills Tamiyo, we can just get it back.
I will not stand for such violence.
It's like, oh shit. He played Tamiyo. I have to kill it.
I have learned much from my enemies.
And meanwhile, we're ramping. And we have perma board wipes now. And the great thing about running Approach the Second Sun as a win condition in a Tamiyo deck is that Tamiyo is uniquely strong coupled with Approach to the Second Sun, because she gets it in one turn when you cast it and tick up. So I do this, right? Mill 4 cards, name a card. So that takes 4 of the 7 cards that were in the way immediately. And then next turn, if she ticks up again, then... Hang on, let me see... We don't want him to kill Tamiyo right now, ideally. I think we still, like, isn't this... How much is this? It's reduced by 2, so this is 6 mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we don't actually have exactly enough to cast it, but... None of this stuff has haste so far. Yeah, this is game over. So, as long as Tamio's alive, right, you just tick it up a second time,
Seek and
name the card you know is there, cast approach, you win. Hey, that was a nice opponent. Opponent showing some respect for the non-meta non-meta pile that I'm running. Open my packs, and I'm gonna call it for tonight, but tomorrow's Friday. I just had sprint review, so I won't have to do too much. What should I buy? I really only care about historic. Like, I don't want to I don't have the money to keep up with standard. Historic's nice because you can just put a little bit in every now and then and accumulate a pile of cards that you can build shit out of, rather than having to, like, constantly burn money to stay relevant. Scry one, then draw a card. I mean, no, it's not. Let's get a Skull Clamp. Reprint Skull Clamp. That's my opinion. Huh. That's kind of cool, I guess. No, it's actually terrible. 4/4 Death Touch Lifelink for 6. It has a good ability, but, like, it's pretty niche. Yeah, I think that, like, Historic is a better casual format. Like, yeah, you're gonna get blown out by ridiculous shit in Historic all the time. Like, that's just how it goes. Like, expect to lose on turn 3s and turn 4s consistently if you, like, don't run, like, if your deck doesn't run right and stuff like that. But, like, I really think that it's easier to stay relevant in Historic because, like, your shit's not constantly rotating out. So, like, your elf deck that you made 2 years ago will probably still be pretty decent. And it might be, like, maybe there's a couple of cards you could upgrade. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, your deck is still going to be good if it's good now, probably. One for the road. Oh. Good dog with Minsk and Boo. So you're gonna be playing some Minsk on me? So this is like a fun dilemma. This is actually a pretty decent hand because, like, I could pick. I like Ice Channeler. It's a cool card. Hello. Good game. Yes, indeed. Okay. So, how do we want to do this? Blood on the Snow, I believe, is going to be the most value, and it's the one that I can reach. So we'll do this. Yeah. Blood on the Snow. And then when it comes back, we can use it on Discover the Formula. And this holds him at bay. Green, dig up for a white. This card is sick. I like this card a lot. It's basically just a land that costs a mana, but, like, it's also a tutor. Okay, we're in Deadlock, and Deadlock is going to favor our deck, I'm pretty sure. So here is why Dig Up is fucking awesome. We have one green, yeah, black. And now we can just start spinning for Approach of the Second Sun. Oh, perfect.
Everything will be fine if we stand.
Perfect.
A pure soul will inspire others.
How I want to do this. So I think what I actually want to do here thinking I could, yeah, we'll do it like this. Stall him a bit. Next turn I can play Tamiyo and fetch the Blood on the Snow back. What the fuck is this? Okay. Alright. So we get our land, which means that we can Tamiyo. And we can go ahead and... No, I definitely want this. 4 mana Blood on the Snow? Get the fuck out of here, man. Delver is historic, I believe. Oh boy. This is gonna be such a fucking blowout. Alright. I think we let him hit us right here. I think we let him give us a little bop. Actually, no. We won our Geishan deck because everything's getting exiled. Artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. So here's a fun trick.
The moon looks intriguing tonight. The story past holds our
Okay. What's he do with the Johnny? Alright. So now's when we stabilize. Right? Ooh. I almost want to just go in, but we can do...
I know I noted this somewhere.
into the north. We cast Blood on the Snow. We play Tamiyo. We get back Blood on the Snow. Play into the north. Notice that our hand state has not really changed. That's what I love about this deck. It's just like, no, I can blow up everything indefinitely forever. Oh man, I can see the future. This is over. So we're just gonna do this, and then we're gonna Approach to the Second Sun. And we're gonna let him kill Tamia. He can kill it, it's fine. Tapped out. Oh, he can't even kill it.
No one asked for it.
Good game. Oh, and look at this. We just top decked the other one. Brainstorm is not. You missed out on that. It was playable for a little bit, but they banned it. Kisaragi. Okay, we got a dig up. We got Hazel Pollen into the north. Yeah, okay. We can work with this. Green, dig up for white. Into the north for white, blue. And we got Hazel Pollen to stall later on once we get... Hazel Pollen's really good for defending like planeswalkers for a turn. Play forest. Dig up a white. Oh, and we just top deck a blue actually. So we got a blue, we want a white blue. That Sphinx Rev might come in handy after we stabilize against this. Haze of Pollen should be very good against this deck. But I'm a little choked on mana right now, because this is going to have to be a white mana. I'd really like for him to play like his other wizard, like his fucking... the Flying Dork, so that I could purge 2 for 1 and stall. If I can get a Sphinx's Rev big enough, then I can overpower it. Yep. Yep. Okay. So the issue now... I can dig up for a white and then purge. You know what? Back to square one. If I can ramp and trade his creature out on a turn and I have a blood in my hand and a Sphinx's Rev, I can Sphinx Rev for 2 next turn? Yeah, so you just replayed it. That's a wasted turn. Now, do I Sphinx's Rev for 2? Discharge. Sure. If it's just 2 here, I'll take it. And then I think I have to rev. Gain 2, draw 2. A little expensive. I wish I'd had 1 more mana, but I don't think I can afford to wait. There's Purge again. Kind of want to make him keep playing the same Soulscar Mage. 2 black. Purge. Okay. Now we're gonna fall into my tempo. Alright. Pick something else out of your hand and play it. Card's very weak when you don't have a wizard. You mean to tell me you were banking your whole fucking house of cards on this one Soulscar mage? So we're just chilling now. We sit on the Haze of Pollen in case he tries to do something drastic, and then we clean it up the turn after. Yeah, that's fine. We can lose to that. Would love to see approach at this point, I think. Or Tameo. Not land, though. Opponent is just stalled. Just hard stalled. Not having a wizard. Really? I'll get recovery. Yeah, I'll do that. What colors I need? Green. Polyged. Pick back up this Sphinx's Revelation. And then next turn Sphinx's Rev for like a retarded amount. I feel like that's a good plan, right? Alright, he goes face with some burn. I mean, if he just burns me out, with just like raw burn spells, there's not much I can do about that. I can gain 2 life if he forces me to. But I would rather wait a turn, obviously, and be able to cast like a bigger Sphinx's Rev. Dreadhorde Arcanist, Yeah. This would have killed me if I didn't have Haze of Pollen. Yeah. Yep, that hurts a lot. Do you also have the Wizard Lightning, though? Because... Haze of Pollen? So I can gain 5 life here, but I don't think I can do that because he could pretty assuredly kill me with what's in his graveyard. So we're just gonna have to bank on him not having a hasty card, but he topped something, so we're probably just dead. Haste? Guidance. Okay. Guidance to look for haste. Bottoms. Bottoms. Did you get it? Tap land. Soulscar Mage. Just a Mentor's Guidance in there. Alright. Now's when we Sphinx Rev. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Yeah. Alright, we're dead. I believe that he probably does have it. 8 life is not a lot. But if I live this turn, it's over. Yeah, okay. Sure. That's not lethal, though. Down to 2. He would have played the burn first, right? He definitely would have. Okay. So let's think here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do I have anything in the graveyard? No. I just have a... so we're going to go ahead and purge all this. Bottom is good. And then we're going to play Faceless Haven. And... black, black, green. Can't do it. Green. We're just gonna go for it. Pass turn. Two life. Okay. Sure. That's perfectly fair.
I would like to ask about any to the library.
Oh man, do I really only have 2 white? Okay. Oh shit. That's an issue. What do we want to do here? I think we just... this...
No tail should be discarded.
this... 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 Okay. I think we turned the bend. Yes. Goodbye, Kisaragi. That was a good game, actually. Very tough. Back in the thousands. The problem is, like, I don't want to be in the thousands. Like, I want to be, like... It sucks because, like, once you get in this range, it's all the same fucking decks, and it's very boring. They're all super fucking annoying decks, because they're all the best decks. I want to be able to play, like, random shit. Further away from casting Blood on the Snow with his hand, because it's all white and green. So I'll keep the Ball of Gad to loop the Divine Purge. If we get a point like... Okay, this is a good tool against this type of deck. Here comes Lotus Field. Here comes Lotus Field. Oh, thank God. Alright. I'm gonna purge this to make it harder for him to Lotus Field, and because I want to like ramp into Sphinx's Revelation and get all the counter spells out of his hand. I don't really care if he counters this or not. He apparently does not either. Okay, draw 2 cards. Chooses to not counter. Would prefer to draw 2 cards. I can see that. Ramping up to Farewell. He's gonna be Planeswalkers though. It's Lotus Field. Lotus Field Planeswalker shenanigans. I think at this point we're safe to just pick this back up. Cycles of land. Flooding, maybe? This is a spooky deck too, and yeah, tap land. Go. Sphinx's Rev getting bigger and bigger. Pretty soon it'll be in a state where like when he tries to do something big like this. Yeah, but I have a purge, man. Come on. I want to get to the... Because he's going to tap out at some point and I'll be able to just fill my hand up. Fairy's not good for us though. Admittedly, it's not great.
Keep up the pace.
This is fetching blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could draw 4 cards at this point. But I think I would still rather ramp.
Skip to the good part.
We really just don't want to see Narset.
Focused and disciplined.
Dude.
Just the trick for this.
Like fucking telepathic. That's really bad. I think we just lose unless I find... Well, fuck it. YOLO. Here comes Faceless Haven coming for Narset. Alright. Uphill battle here. I do have cards in my deck that can get me out of this, but he's holding an Archmage Charm. Go ahead and draw a card. This helps. This helps. This actually helps a lot. I have to find... So my out here would be... Blood on the Snow. There's 3 in the deck, so it's not unheard of that I would find it. I think I'm gonna Sphinx Rev for 1, because like I have to get out of this. He's gonna ult Teferi. So at the end of his turn, I Sphinx Rev for 1. I'm holding up Veto. And we hope that in the next 2 cards we see Blood on the Snow. And like a lot of stuff gotta go right for us to get out of this. Uphill battle for sure. Yep. Yep.
Keep up the pace.
And he's probably going to be able to win the counter war too. Like, even though I have a backup counter spell here that can't be stopped, he's going to have additional counter magic. This is really good for stopping like combos and removal spells, but not necessarily amazing in counter wars. Resolve. Sphinx Rev for 1. You want to counter this. Why would you... I feel like wouldn't you just counter the card that they drew from it? It's just a cycle, basically. So this is interesting. I have... The question is, how many cards can opponent draw next turn? Because, like, him countering this is, like, not a good thing for him. It gives me more outs. He should have just let it resolve. Because now if I get Balaged... Yep. I have to veto him drawing big cards. Nah. Of course. Of course. I mean, I could top deck... At this point, I could top deck fucking... Approach. And just win the game, but it's pretty unlikely.
Keep an open mind.
This specifically is why I was kind of conflicted on the, yeah, we're dead. Is why I was conflicted on the, Sphinx's Revelation versus the... solve the formula. Alright. We'll call it a night. End it here. I don't know, yeah. Alright. Later.